still on the come up. I'm still building.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons' superstar cornerback. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Falcons and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 93 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But whoever is getting done, they're winning week after week.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll drop to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harrison. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. On 2nd down now. It's Harrison. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Harrison able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 19, incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. They come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 131 yards.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And going right back to Pittman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. That's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. It's Harrison. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 3rd down, Harrison. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On second down, it's Harrison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. Gets around him. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Back to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The 49ers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too did throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. 2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings it 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. He's got it to the 43 here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Well, they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. But Charles, that's something that this league has only seen a little over 20 times in its 100-year history. He comes through with a 60-yard field goal. And I'm just wondering, does he even believe it yet? Has it sunk in? Let's face it, guys dream about this. They think about it. They practice for it. But for it to actually happen, impressive. What a kick. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 19. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Harrison. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, Harrison. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll set up a throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here now come the Falcons.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll run on the draw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's...
And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-firm. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harrison down to the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Harrison. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Harrison. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.